Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host, and they came by night and compassed the city about. Let me say this. When the enemy usually come to you, he'll come to you at night. Come on, somebody. Yeah, here. When you, Lord have mercy, I ain't gonna go there. Okay, but he said, and they came by what? Night, and compassed the city about. Now look what happens, verse 15. And when the servant of the man of God was risen early, he got up when? And gone forth. Behold, and host did what? Compass the what? Hold on. When did they compass the city? Go back to verse number 14. They did it when? By night. Now, go to verse number 15. And when the servant of the man was risen early, he did what? I want you to get that. I'm going to show you something here very important. He got up and he went forth, right? Behold, and hosts compassed the city, both with horses and what? And the servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? Or what shall we do? Now look at verse number 16. And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. Now, I want you to notice something here. And when the servant, go back to verse 15, and when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, and hosts compassed the city, both with horses and chariots, and his servant said unto him, Alas, my master, what shall we do? Go to verse 16. And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that will be with him. Now go to verse number 17. And Elijah prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his what? Eyes, that he may what? See. Hold on now. Two things I want to bring out. Number one is, go back to verse number 15. And when the servant of the Lord, when the servant of the man of God was risen early, he did what? He got up and did what? He got up and did what? What didn't he do? He didn't what? He didn't get up and do what? He didn't get up and pray. He got up and went. Y'all gonna get this. He got up and did what? Okay. And when he went out, he saw trouble. Because he didn't pray when he got up. Okay, y'all. See, you're going to get enough of getting up and ain't praying before you go out. Now, watch what Elijah does. Elijah don't lay hands on him. He don't get no oil. Go to verse number 17. What Elijah did. Elijah did what? Pray. That's what he did what? Now look at this. Go back to verse 16. And he answered and said, Fear not, they that be with us are more than they that be with who? Hold on now. Hold on. Did the Bible say that Elisha went with the boy to look at what was going on? It don't say that, did it? So when the boy was talking to Elisha, I believe Elijah had already prayed. Because so he had already seen. Oh, you ain't got. So he didn't have to tell Elisha. He already what? Now, Elisha didn't see how many chariots were there. But he said immediately, but there's more. Okay, you ain't. See, God will show you, I don't care how many are coming against you. You ain't got to count them. All you got to say is there's more for me than there's. You ain't got to count that one enemy, two enemies, three. You got to say, I don't care how many enemies there are. I've already prayed and I already know is that there is more for me than what? when you get up in the morning, the first thing you do after you open your eyes and begin to pray, God, open my, oh Lord have mercy, that I may what? Now, seeing ain't got nothing to do with you seeing the flow. Seeing you got something to do seeing the spirit realm. I'm going to show you tonight that fasting will let you see what other folk can't see. So therefore, watch this now, that Elisha saw angels. Oh, Lord have mercy. Look what he said. He said, and verse number 17, and the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he what? And he did what? Now look at this. There was nothing wrong with his eyes because he saw the enemy, right? He saw. So nothing wrong with his physical eyes. But what happened is he couldn't see in the. See, fasting open up your eyes in the. It don't matter what you see in the natural because you always see something bigger. I dare you to say to self, the next time the enemy come to me, I'm going to say this. You might bring something big, but God's got something bigger. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Where do you see it? I see it in the spirit realm. Okay, you got me? Okay, now let's go back to our our fasting here. Now, I want you to see this. And please catch this. And verse 17. And Elijah prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he did what? Saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about. It didn't say that it was around the young man. It said it was around who? You better get around somebody who know how to pray. Oh, Lord. Because there are, until you learn how to pray like that, you need to be somebody that God got chariots of fire around them until you get your own. Okay. I wish I could go there. See, that's why it's good to have a good prayer partner. Because sometimes you might not be able to see, but your prayer partner say, come up out of that place. Let's go before the Lord. And I want you to see now. You got me? I've told you many times. There are cars that can't have accidents because there are chariots of angels around you. Okay. I don't watch this. Remember when we was in this building and the lights blinked and the fire department said this church should have caught on fire because everything was fried from there all the way to the church. See, when it got to the church, it stopped. See, there were angels of chariots of angels around this church. Look, and the minute we stopped service, the lights went out. There were angels holding that electricity to say, you can't go no further until they get through praising God. Oh, I got to get this. Okay, that really happened. Remember, it blinked and it came. Somebody told me that, now I didn't verify it. Somebody told me that on this block, this was the only place that had light. Now, I can't tell you that was that true or not. All I know is somebody told me that. But I believe it. You know why? Because we were in here praising our God. Watch it now. If God can stop the sun until Joshua get through fighting, he could keep on lights until we get through praising. Oh, y'all gotta hear it, y'all. Woo. I said a word then. Are you getting this? Don't tell me God won't hold things together until you get it together. Say, neighbor, God will hold you together until you get it together. Yes, he did. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Y'all said, yes, he will. Yeah, yes, sir. He holds all things. I don't care what's trying to come apart. The Bible said that everything is held together by Jesus. When you get Jesus, he'll hold your marriage. When you get Jesus, he'll hold your mind. You get Jesus, he'll hold your money together. It seems like your money is trying to separate. He put a bond on it where 1 + 2 = 5. I don't know how he do it. I say 1 + 2 is not 1. 1 plus 2 is not 3, but 1 plus 2 is 5. And 5 and 5 is 20. And then 20 and 20 is 80. I don't know how he does it. All I know is he don't count like I count. Yeah. A day is to him as 1,000 years. Lord. So I don't know what kind of math God has, but all I know, I like how he counts. He said, little become much. Woo, like, he'll take a little and make a lot. Somebody say, I like his math. Woo, he'll put a favor on dollar. Your dollar will buy more than. Because when you go in, you put $1. But God said favors on that dollar. You'll walk out of there with a grocery bag full on $1, and somebody's trying to buy it, can't afford it because they ain't tithing. Say, neighbor, when you pay your tithe, when you give God what's his, he'll multiply. He'll cause his math to become. Woo! Lord have mercy. I've seen it too many times. Calculator don't compute. But somewhere at the end of the month, that thing just come together. Do I have any witnesses in here that it always come together? I don't know how he does it. I ain't trying to question him, but at the end of the month, matter of fact, in the middle of the month, even when it didn't look like it happened, I'm saying, thank you, Jesus, for the end of the month. I know I'm in the middle, but I'm giving you praise right now because you say you'll never leave me nor forsake me, and you said if I do what you tell me to do, that you'll supply my needs. So God, right now, I got a need, and God said, oh, here I am. He said, give me you, watch this, give me your little. Give me your 2 fish and 5 loaves. Yeah. Give me your meal and your oil. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. See, it got more to do with money. Can't tell you why I'm gonna live a long time, because I give God my time, and He gonna multiply my life because I'm giving Him my time. You can have a lot of money and not a lot of time. I want both. So I'm giving God my money and my time. So with my time, I can spend my money. And watch it, I can make a lot of money, and then other folks spend it because I'm dead. But God said in this season, if you give me your time, I'll multiply your time. Oh, Lord. Say, multiply, God. Woo, Lord have mercy. Can't tell you why I'll never go crazy, because I gave God my mind. If I give God my mind, He'll multiply my good thoughts. Oh, y'all getting this? It's more than just money. I got to give God me. Woo. I'm trying to help somebody in here. All right. Yeah, God. All right. All right. Now, so we see here in Daniel that it'll open your eyes to see things that other folk can't see. Now, let's go. Probably I'm going to skip here. Well, let me teach this. Yeah, let me teach this first before I go somewhere else. Let's go to Jonah 3 and 5. Let's go. That is screen number 14. Now, so the people of Nineveh believed God. So the people of Nineveh did what? They believed God. Now, but now we got to go back now and find out what did they believe, because it wouldn't really be good if we missed the whole nuance of this thing. Okay. Let's go to verse number 1. And the word of the Lord came to Jonah the second time, saying, arise, go into Nineveh, that the great city, and preach unto it. Let me see what verse I am. Yeah, and preach unto it that I bid thee. So Jonah arose and went unto Nineveh according to the word of the Lord. Now Nineveh was an exceeding great city of 3 days' journey. And Jonah began to enter into the city a day's journey, and he cried and said, yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be what? The word overthrown, that means overcome or destroyed or overcome, or it'll be overtaken. Now, Go to verse number 5. So the people of Nineveh believe what? Hold on now. Hold on. Now what's going to happen to the people, to Nineveh? In verse number 4. It's going to be what? Overthrown. Okay. Now, we see here that something bad is going to happen to Nineveh. And the word Nineveh there, overthrown actually means destroyed. After how many days? 40 days. And the people of Nineveh did what? First of all, they believe who? They believe. What did they believe? That they were going to be what? Overthrown or destroyed. Now, what happened to the minds of the people? They were put in belief. Now, what did they do? They believed and proclaimed a what? They proclaimed a fast, or they stopped eating and put on sackcloth. Began to humiliate themselves. From the greatest of them even to the what? Which means the preacher got a fast too. Okay. What good is it for me to tell y'all to fast and I'm eating pie? Real. You know what? I'm gonna tell you how serious this thing is. I was at Ed's. Yeah, I was at Ed's, and I was getting some of my vegetables, and they had corn casserole. I had never had corn casserole. I said, "What's in corn casserole?" She said, "No, it was sugars. That's what it was." And it was they said corn, red peppers, and something else, some other vegetable. Okay, and I said, okay, I'll take that. But when I began to eat it, I didn't know they put a lot of sugar, a lot of sweet stuff in there. Okay, and it was sweet, man. And you know what? I took one bite. I said, it's sweet. I took another. I said, I can't do it. You know why? Because it was a treat. Okay, you got to get this. I thought about all of y'all. Okay, here I am eating corn casserole with sugar, all that stuff on it, and y'all over here in sackcloth and ashes. In other words, I could not eat it. I had to pay for it. I set it aside. Why? Because I believe God. We got 21 days on this thing. See, y'all wasn't with me. I could have ate it and y'all never known about it. You got me? But I believe God. And watch this. This 21 days gonna mean something to us. So I want it just like you want it. I gotta get it just like you gotta get it. You got me? Okay, so I ate everything. I ate my cabbage, ate my smashed taters, ate my black-eyed peas, and I put the napkin over that corn casserole. I sure did. Yeah, but I'm serious about this thing, okay? All right, now, so yeah, I'm real. I'm not going to cheat y'all like that. Okay, now, so let's go to verse, let's go back to my screen. Screen number 14. Okay, so the people believed God and proclaimed their fast and put on sackcloth from the greatest to the least of them. Then the word came to the king of Nineveh, and he arose from his throne and laid aside his what? Robe. In other words, he took off his royalty. See, sometimes in order to get real with God, you got to take off your title, your disposition, who you think you are, who you think you become, and say, God, I'm naked before you. I'm taking off everything right now. I don't want you to address me as preacher. I don't want you to address me as deacon. I don't want you to address me as Mr. Adams or Miss James. I want you to address me as son, buck naked son, here before you, because you and I got to have some talking right now. You get me? So he took all the royalty off. He said, and covered himself with what? He covered himself with humility and sat in ashes. In other words, to afflict his flesh. And he caused it to be proclaimed and published throughout Nineveh by the decree of the king and his nobles, saying, let neither man, this man was so serious. He said, if you own dogs and beasts and cattle, they gonna go on a fast. Okay, y'all. If I had a cat, if I ain't got no animals. But you know what? After reading everybody here, I'm gonna say, you know what? You gonna eat the same thing I'm eating. Okay, yeah. What? Let neither man nor beast, herd nor flock do what? Taste anything. Do not let them what? Eat or drink water. That man was serious.